Hello, hello. Welcome. Happy Friday, TGIF, right? Welcome to Amy's Go Live. Today, we are going to be talking about rebuilding life on my own terms. Your terms. No more playing small, right? Welcome. So, mga sis, kumusta po kayo today? Grab your coffee, tea, or kung gusto mo, yung tubig na may lemon. Kung gusto mo rin, Kangen water. Yes, Kangen water, antioxidant. Kasi this is going to be a heart talk. Yes, Kangen water, right? The best. Kumusta po tayo today? Yes, kumusta kayo? Today is Friday, so tomorrow, karamihan sa atin, walang pasok, lalo na yung mga nag-o-office. At kung kayo ay nurses, every other weekend off, di ba? And if you're working in the clinic, sometimes you have to do every other weekend too, right? And for some, you're off every weekend as well, right? Isn't that nice? So today's episode is special kasi it's part of our new series called Reclaiming, Rebuilding, Renewing. Yes, the three R's. Again, it's reclaiming, rebuilding, renewing. Napakaganda, di ba? Because it's part of, what do you call it? Inspiring others na mabago natin yung sarili natin. Di ba? So we're starting with the middle part of it, yung rebuilding. Okay? Because sometimes, before you can reclaim your power and renew your life, you have to learn how to rebuild. Diba? Piece by piece, choice by choice. So let's be real for a minute. Tingnan ko nga kung lumalabas to sa aking phone. Okay? Ayan. Ayan na, lumabas. Okay, that's good. Let's be real for a minute. Paus pa rin tayo. Have you ever looked around and thought, wait lang, when did I start playing small? Palagi ba yan? O once in a while? When did I start playing small? When did I start adjusting myself para lang hindi ako makasakit o para mag-blend in? I've been there. I have been there. I used to think myself so much. I mean, not think, shrink. Yung minamaliit ko ang aking sarili para okay lahat. Ako na nag-a-adjust. Ako na nagpaparaya para wala ng issue. Yeah. Para wala ng problema, di ba? But deep down, I was disappearing. And if you ever rebuild yourself while holding a cup of coffee and your sanity by a thread, sis, today's live is for you. Yes, importante ka rin. Kasi, yeah, now is your time. Type me in the chat if you've ever felt like life just kept happening and you forgot to include you in the plan. Kasama ka kasi sa istorya ng buhay mo. Ano ka ba? Kasama ka talaga. Importante ka. Remember, ikaw ang main role, ang main character sa buhay mo. So, dapat, ikaw rin ang pinaka-importante, di ba? Yeah. Meron pa rin tayong ubo. At least, it's better. Pero paus pa rin. Ayan. We have found out that one of the medications given to me is the one causing all of this cough na hindi ko ma-read off. Yeah, for the longest time. Mag 1 month na, ha? Anyway, let's get back. So one quiet morning, my husband was still sleeping. Tulog pa siya. At ang anak ko, he went to work. Yeah. And It was just me. Nagkakape, hindi ako lagi nagkakape ha. Nagkakape tayo paminsan-minsan. I like my coffee with cream, yung heavy whipping cream. And I like it with MCT oil as well and some sucrase. Sucrase is, what do you call this? Ano na nga yun, hindi ko maisip. Yung leaf. Yeah, it's not the fake sugar, okay? It's from plant. Stevia, there you go. Yeah, my brain, my goodness. Yeah, that's how I love my coffee. Coffee, heavy cream, and MCT oil. MCT oil is a fuel for your brain, okay? So try to find that. I'm not advertising, um, but I found that out. And out of nowhere, yeah, I asked myself, Amy, what happened? Where did you go? That moment hit me because my whole world, my whole schedule revolved around everyone else for the longest time. Yeah, medications, taking care of people, doctor's visits, bills, work, house chores, ano pa, taking care of my parents in the Philippines. And whenever there are problems, I'm the one. Sorry ha, I will tell this. Pag minsan nga naiisip ko, am I the only kid? You know, there are so many of us. And I would mention that sa mga siblings ko and sometimes they will get mad. Yeah, because sometimes I feel that way. You know, ako lang ba ang anak? Ako lang ba taga-solve? Ako lang ba kailangang taga-solve? You know? But none of it was for me, you know? None of it. And I realized I wasn't really living. I was maintaining. Maintaining who? Maintaining for everybody. And that morning was my wake-up call. You know, habang nagkakape. And that's when I decided, enough. Yeah, tama na, sobra na. It's time to rebuild. Siyempre, not overnight, di ba? It takes time. And not perfectly. Wala naman talagang perfect eh. No way. Napakatagal ko nang na-realize yan. Yeah. Because for the longest time, I was type A. Guys, type A person. Always trying to achieve the perfect. And there is none. No way. Okay? There might be something near to perfect, but nothing perfect. Okay? So, not overnight, not perfectly, but intentionally. So, I started small. I started reading again. I hate reading, guys, okay? Because even when I was at school, every time I start reading, I always get sleepy. Ah, bakit kaya? Yeah, I always get sleepy. So what I did is I would read a page or two. And okay na yan. Diba? At remember, I started small. Ano ba ginawa ko? Yun nga, nung nag-umpisa akong mag-garden, that's my therapy. I shared with you before, every time I touch that soil with my bare hand, not with gloves. I love touching that soil. The texture of that soil helps me feel better. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. It's a therapy for me. What else? Learning something online, even when I didn't understand everything at first. Okay lang. Even when I get frustrated, okay lang. Kasi temporary lang naman yan eh. Kahit na nakikita ko rin yung nagtuturo sa akin na frustrate. Okay lang. Okay lang din. Pati anak ko nga na frustrate eh. But it's okay. Diba? That is temporary. And eventually, natuto ko. Yun ang importante. Diba? Yung persistence mo na matuto at saka naging consistent ka. Yeah, those small things, they became my stepping stones to rebuilding the Amy na nandito ngayon. Yeah, the Amy that's here now. Step by step, I became who I am now. And I'm happy. Yeah. Because sometimes rebuilding isn't about fixing what's broken. It isn't. It's about remembering who you are before life got too busy. What was I before? What was I before nursing? What was I before the exhaustion? Yeah, the 12-hour shift, the frustrations of the worries about did I forget something, you know, on that 12-hour shift. Oh my God, my patient coded. What did I do wrong? Oh my God, the parents complained. What did I do wrong? You know, that kind of thing. As a woman, we always worried, huh? Ah, did I say that right? As women, there you go. As women, we always worry. Yeah, it's part of our DNA. Yeah, men, they always brush that off. Yeah, I wish I have their DNA. We are born warrior. Yes, I would go and drive to work to the hospital, and on the way there, I am worried. What kind of patients am I gonna get? Yeah, I would walk to a patient's room before I open the door. I would worry about the parents being there and how they're gonna react, when they see me, or what they're gonna say, when I start doing things. I start taking care of their kid. Remember, I was a pediatric patient. So, what's one small thing you've done lately just for you? What is it? Do you still remember? Or have you done one thing have you done one thing na para lang sa'yo? Or for a while, it's always been for people around you. It's always been for work. You spend more time working that it's almost like you live there already. Have you thought about that? You work 72 hours for 2 weeks. What? 36? Yeah. 36 hours per week. And when you get home, of course, you have to sleep more because you're tired. So, how many hours you really spend with your family? How many hours you really spend enjoying the most expensive investment you made? What is that? Your home, right? That is the most expensive investment you made in your life. Your home. So you're supposed to enjoy your home, right? because it's the most expensive investment you make. But then you're always gone. It's either you're gone or you get home, you have to sleep. Are you going to be able to enjoy your home, the most expensive investment you made, if you're asleep? Will you enjoy it when you're asleep? I don't know. Ask yourself, right? So type it below. What is one small thing you've done lately just for you? It can be as simple as a walk around the block. It's so nice outside, guys. Oh my gosh. It doesn't feel like autumn at all. It feels like spring. That's why my plants, they still have flowers. I took some photos, so I'll post them later on for you. They're still pretty. Yeah, I went to my caregiver's workplace the other day, somewhere in Harupa Valley. It's about, I would say, 30-40 minutes drive from here. And she showed me the garden where she works. It's a home, it's a big home, and they have three patients there. They have a garden, and it's full of plants, and they still have a lot of flowers too. Yeah, it's very breezy there. So it's nice. It's very nice here in Southern California. And it's expensive too to live here. That's why we pay for it, right? Anyway, let's get back here. So type below the one small thing you've done lately just for you. Is it a walk, a small walk around the block? Is it journaling? Journaling really helps. Guys, whatever is inside you, you can empty it, unload it by journaling. You don't have to talk to a psychologist sometimes. You can just write them down. And you know what I did before? I would journal and read them later on. Sometimes years later, I would clean, organize things, and I would find what I wrote years ago, and smile. I can't believe I wrote them. That's what's happened. Yeah. Um, I just want to share. I was shocked. I was so shocked. There is this thing going on social media. A 19-year-old killed herself. Ah, she hanged herself. That is so sad. She's a social media person. She's a content creator, a daughter of a, um, a newscaster. Is he a newscaster? He does the weather in the Philippines. A famous TV station, GMA 7. And this girl is only 19. She lives in, I believe, in Los Angeles because uh, there was a post on Facebook about how she passed. She hanged herself. It's so sad. She has mental illness that she admitted on an interview with a podcaster. It started when she was 13. I'm sure she sought help. I don't know if she was on medication, but it's going on with the Gen Zs like cancer. It's spreading.